Now we need to, of course, try one that isn't. So is 5 comma 2, x equals 5, y equals 2, a solution of 2x minus 3y equals negative 4, and 2x plus 8y equals 11. So is 5, 2 the solution? Do these two lines intersect at the point 5, 2? Here's how we'll check. Again, the x, substitute the 5 in for the x, so I got 2 times 5. Substitute the 2 in for the y, minus 3 times 2. Oh, so that's 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 is 4, but they wanted me to get negative 4. That's not equal to negative 4. How do I get 10? 2 times 5. 2 times x. 2 times 5. And 3 times y. 3 times 2. So 2 times 5 is 10. Minus 3 times 2 is 6. To get negative 4. Okay? So this is not the negative 4. I'm sorry, to get 4, not to get positive 4, not negative 4. So this is not the negative 4 we were looking for. So we get to say no. It's not a solution. Okay? I'm going to give you one to try on your own here for a minute. Negative 2 comma 1. And the equations you need to test it in are 6x plus 5y equals negative 7. And x minus 2y equals 0. Try plugging in the negative 2, 1 for the x and the y and see if on the first equation you get negative 7 and on the second equation you get 0. Give it a try. What do you get when you do the 6 times the negative 2 plus the 5 times the 1? You get the negative 7? Okay. You're not done. You have to check the second equation, which is negative 2 minus 2 times 1, which is negative 2 minus 2. What's negative 2 minus 2? Negative 4. Oh, and we were supposed to get 0. Oh, that's not equal to 0. So that one is not a solution. Get out your piece of graph paper. I'm going to tell you that you need to do 6 through 11 at home. And now we're going to try to get in at least one of the graphing ones, which we'll start with number 12. And let me see if I can get a piece of graph paper. New note from template. Come on. Graph paper. There we go. Okay. Problem number 12 says that we're going to solve the linear system by graphing. And the linear system we're going to graph is y equals negative x plus 3 and y equals x plus 1. So to solve them by graphing, we're going to graph each one of those lines. So I'll make myself a little xy table, or you can graph with y-intercepts and slopes. If I'm graphing lines with an xy table, make your x 0 and your x 1. First substitute 0, negative 0 plus 3. Oh, well, what's 0 plus 3? 3. So the first point I'm going to graph is going to be over 0 and up 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I plug in 1 for my x and I get negative 1 plus 3. And negative 1 plus 3 is 2. So now I graph the point 1, 2, over 1 and up 2. And now I'll try to make a straight line that contains those 2 points. And then I'll make an xy table for the second line. I'll make x 0 and 1. When x is 0, I get y is 0 plus 1, and that's 1. So I graph the point x 0, y 1, over 0 and up 1, and put a dot. And then I'll substitute in 1 for the x and get y is 1 plus 1. That's 2. I go over 1 and y is 2, so up 2 and put a dot. There's my other line. Where do those 2 lines intersect? What xy coordinates do those two lines intersect at? Yes, sir. Over 1, up 2. So what is the answer to this solution? Parentheses 1 comma 2, or you can write that as x equals 1, y equals 2. Either answer is complete. Okay. And then you have 13 through 15 for homework. Yeah. Yeah. My clock says 3:05.